Welcome to Mr. Wizard's Workshop, episode 18, how to construct a great discovery call. So as a reminder, each week in this weekly workshop, I bring you bite-sized, instantly actionable training designed to help you significantly improve your productivity. In last week's episode, I explained what a discovery call is, and I made the case that for most entrepreneurs, it really is a practice they should master. If you do it right. I had a big qualification there. So I'll put the link to that recording in the description below when I post this recording in my YouTube channel. And this week's episode, I'm going to start telling you how to do it right. More specifically, I'm going to describe and explain how to put together a compelling offer for your discovery call. And your action item for this week will be to identify and write down a specific name for your discovery call based on your niche and the needs, the results that your potential clients are looking for. So it won't do you any good to offer a discovery call if no one takes you up on the offer. So a little bit of housekeeping. I have the live attendees on mute right now. You can drop any questions or comments you might have along the way into the Q&A box. And at the end of this presentation, I'll check the Q&A and then open up the floor for discussion and questions. So I'm back to presenting the core content live rather than pre-recording and editing the content presentation portion of the workshop. Playing that video as the first part of the workshop. While I can make that presentation a lot slicker when I pre-record, I realized it was confusing to some folks who were watching the recordings of the live workshop after the fact. I do think it's a good practice to record and save the live sessions for those folks who can't get on live during a particular workshop. But if the saved video has all the special effects that video editing can provide, it just doesn't feel or seem like a recording of a live event, even though it is. So I'll reserve my recently acquired video editing skills for my shorter productivity training tips and hacks videos that I also post periodically in my channel. For example, right now I'm working on the script for 3 short related videos about a productivity funnel, a framework that I use, which guides the way I select, organize, and execute my daily work. And I think it will be a lot of benefit for many people. So I'm going to knock out those videos probably over the next week or so. And I'll edit the hell out of those videos, apply my video editing magic skills to make them really fun and flashy as well as informative. So I'm going to share a preliminary observation with you that kind of positions us for the rest of the content, which if you say for your offer, free coaching session, free discovery call, book a call with me, or, I offer 30-minute complimentary sessions on your website, the benefit to prospective clients is not necessarily obvious to them, especially if they don't already know, like, and trust you. The same is true if you send out newsletters, when you're networking, social media, or presenting in a video, a podcast, or live, and describe your discovery call offer. So a good prospect is not likely to take a chance and invest 20 to 45 minutes of their valuable time in a meeting with you unless they understand that they are going to get something valuable, important, and meaningful to them. But people are not actually looking for coaching, they're looking for results. So in general, the only people who will book a generic offer call, one which does not convey a meaningful benefit, are other coaches, because they do understand the benefits of coaching. They think, hey, I can get 30 minutes of free coaching. This might be something I can use. And number 2, flakes and people with lots and lots of time on their hands who are always up for free stuff. So the 4 things that make up a great discovery call offer. So create a specific name. Have a specific name for your discovery call, which is enticing and benefit driven. So coaching and often other types of services be vague. People often don't really get what coaching is or how it helps them. You want the specific name to be something where your ideal potential clients say, hey, I could get some value from that. So the name should have a built-in benefit. So a few quick examples. If you're a relationship coach, you might have a free 30-minute Save Your Marriage coaching session, or a free 30-minute Find Your Soulmate coaching session. If you're a marketing consultant, you might have a marketing makeover coaching session. Home decorator could be free home decoration review session. So the second thing you want to do is create a bulleted list of benefits of that session. On a list of 3 to 5 deliverables, specific things that they're going to walk away from after the call. And these need to be actual outcomes and results. You want to speak the language of clients. That language is results. Just as a reminder, if you're able to teach someone something that's valuable to them, then you are instantly credible. So here's another more detailed example of the bulleted benefits. Let's assume you're a career coach. So a good name for your discovery call might be Get Hired Now. And then here's an example of 4 bullets. Create a crystal clear vision for the type of job you want, the income you desire, and what it will take to make it happen fast. Identify the very next action item you'll take and schedule that action in your calendar. Uncover hidden challenges that may be sabotaging your success with getting job interviews and acting on them. And number 4, leave the session renewed, re-energized, and inspired to get hired now in the best, highest paying job you've ever had. So I'm a business coach for successful entrepreneurs who want to improve their productivity. So a good name for my discovery call might be Free Increase Your Productivity by 50% Now coaching call. And then for benefits, create a crystal clear vision for your ultimate business success when you can get more done in less time every day. Uncover hidden challenges and limiting beliefs that may be sabotaging the growth of your business or keeping you working too hard and too long. Identify the very next action you will take to immediately take your productivity to the next level, and leave the session renewed, re-energized, and inspired to work smarter, not harder. So again, these are just examples, but I wanted to kind of prime the pump and get you thinking about how to shape your offer. So the next thing is tell them how to schedule the call. Tell them exactly what to do to schedule a call with you. This is the call to action for your discovery call. And my strong recommendation is to use some calendar scheduling app like Calendly, Acuity Scheduling, or Pointify. I use Calendly. I really like it. And I'm going to show you some examples from my setup shortly. But there are lots of different tools out there. So with a scheduling tool, you bypass the time suck back and forth of, what works best for you? No, I can't. I'm not available Tuesday at 3:00, blah, blah. And it makes it much easier for someone to pull the trigger on scheduling a call with you. So you can also automate an email notification to you that a call has been scheduled, an email acknowledgement to them with the meeting information and a Zoom link, an email reminder to them about the upcoming call, an email reminder to you about the upcoming call, and even a thank you email after the call. So this is a screen snapshot of in Calendly of what someone sees if they click on the link for this event. So it's the basic, I'd say the kind of the content for gathering up, reminding them, hey, if you've been working on your business for a while now and things aren't happening as quickly as you want, if you struggle with procrastination, manage your workload, I'd like to help you have a major breakthrough with your daily productivity. 45-minute Zoom meeting, we will, and I list the 4 bulleted benefits that I provide during the call. So this is a screen snapshot of once they click on the calendar, and I went ahead and clicked on particular dates, they see the days and times that I'm available on that day. And I've laid out my calendar scheduling so that I don't have no one has an option to schedule something during some other meeting, or usually during the core work day. I do most of these calls on the weekend or after normal work hours. And then the last thing that I'm recommending is give them some questions to answer that frames up the calls you're going to have. That's create a focus set of qualifying questions, 4 to 6, for them to answer prior to the call. So I have my questions set up in Calendly. It's another function that most of the scheduling apps provide. I get the answers to those questions in the automated email notification that a call has been scheduled. So when they select the date and time for my calendar, oops, see a little typo there, that works for them, they are presented with the questions. And to schedule a call, they must provide some answer to each question. I have chosen to make all those questions required. You have the option of making any question other than name and email, which is required, because you can't really schedule a Zoom call without an email. You might as well get the name to go with it. But I've thought long and hard about this. And for me, I think it's a better approach to make them required. And it's not a huge ask. So this is a screen snapshot in Calendly of my 4 questions. So describe your business for me, and I give them kind of some basic reminders. How long have you been in business? What products or services do you provide? What are your revenue goals for the next 12 months, et cetera. And then I dive into, what do you see as the major challenges holding you and your business back from growing, at the pace that you want? I said I need to clean that up. I did a little editing on it. Got some text hanging around from the previous iteration. So in the areas of time and energy and task management, what do you think are the biggest challenges you have to being as productive as you want or need to be? I want to see what they think. There may be other things that they haven't considered, or they may not. What they think is the biggest challenge may not actually be the number one thing. And then finally, on a scale of 0 to 10, how important is it for you to overcome these challenges and achieve your goals today? So how much value can you truly provide during the discovery call? How much can you really do for someone in a 30 to 45-minute call? So don't underestimate, what you can help accomplish for someone in just one session. Great things can happen in a short conversation that's really focused. Someone's perspective can change dramatically, and that could be a gateway to something bigger that can change their whole business or life. So most people will never have someone that's totally objective, unbiased. It's a skilled listener that will ask them the right questions, where they can actually speak about and share their business or personal dream, where they can actually talk about what it is they want, what their challenges are, have the focus of the conversation be 100% on them. So relatively few people will ever get that even once in their life. So it is something that is rare and valuable. So as a reminder, your action item for the week is to identify and go ahead and write down a benefit-oriented name for your discovery call. The name should be based on your niche and the result or results which your ideal customers are looking for. This doesn't have to be the perfect forever name. The goal is to land on a name that feels right to you. It's a getting started name. You can always tweak and refine it down the road. So a few quick announcements. So if you found this video useful, please hit that like button. And if you know someone who would enjoy or benefit from this video, please send them the link. If you have any questions, post them. I always respond to posts. And of course, smash that like button, as they say in YouTube land, or actually subscribe button. So in next week's episode, I'm going to share ideas about what makes a good script for a call and how to construct a script that works for you. As a real brief heads up, I'm going to make the point that you don't want to just get in on, once you have someone on a call, you don't want to be winging it. And I'll also provide you a template script based on my script. So I'm going to post the following links in the video description for this video. Remember, that's click on the white link with 3 dots and more right below this video. A link back to my YouTube video, episode 17, should you offer a free discovery call. I've also going to post a link to a free PDF download of Christian Mickelson's book, Get Clients Today. He's actively promoting it right now. It's $7 on Amazon for the paperback and worth the investment, but free is even better. So I participate in his signature free sessions that sell, and he knows his stuff. It really helped shape my thoughts and teed up some of the content and recommendations I shared with you today. So if you aren't already registered for this free live weekly workshop every Sunday, and you want to learn how to level up your productivity in weekly bite-sized chunks, then you're invited to register. So each week I feature instantly actionable steps you can take to double your productivity, overcome procrastination, and get your shit done. So just hit the link in the description below this video to register. All right, so I'm just about to shut down the presentation and open up for Q&A. And let me check the Q&A box, see if anyone dropped anything in there. Yep, no, nothing specifically open, but I'm here. So Morris, good morning.
Hey, morning, Stephen. I apologize if there's any background noise or I'm breathing loudly because I'm outside. I had to join today from my phone. Wasn't planned, but
Yeah.
I'm so glad I tuned in. This was
Well, good. I hope it's going to be helpful. I know that within your mastermind, this is one of the things that you've reminded everyone. Content development's great, content marketing, but if you're a coach or consultant or offering a service, then likely one of the reasons you're trying to grow an audience is so they can, get into your program. And a really good way to do that is some kind of discovery call.
Yeah, and I really love the examples that you've given here, with the interior designer and the career coach. These are really great examples that illustrate the point. I love that. Yeah, as you were talking about it, I realized that I don't have the bullet points on my calendar page, which is I'm gonna do. I have the bullet points on like the sales pages and so on, the squeeze pages,
Right.
opt-in pages,
right,
but not on my calendar.
right.
And now that you've said it, I thought like, well, of course the bullet points have to be there as well. Like, where are my bullet points? give me back my bullet points.
Well, the good news is you can just copy and paste it from your squeeze page over into Calendly, or your whatever app you use.
Yeah, I use that one as well. I mean, my discovery call, what I do is I help people design their sales funnel.
Yep.
Usually, most of the time, it's related to video content.
Yep.
So if I'm already in a conversation with someone and they tell me I want to start creating videos, then I will call it the video sales funnel design.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone's thinking about starting, I don't know, a blog, then I'll call it the blog sales funnel design or template. And that's what I do in my discovery call is I design the sales funnel for them based on their resources, budget, time, and then they walk away with a sketch or some notes regarding what's the best sales funnel for them now.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a potential valuable service. If you want to email me the link for that, I guess your call to action for that, I can post it in my description.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks. I mean, not necessary, but I appreciate it.
Well, since we're talking about it, there could well be somebody goes, oh, that sounds interesting. So as a service to them, I will post the link. So in case somebody's watching that wants to take you up on that free session, then they know where to go. So are you going to have a separate offer specifically for your mastermind?
So with the mastermind, it's at least for me right now, the mastermind is different because the quality of the mastermind really depends on the quality of the members.
Right.
And so I'm vetting people before they can join the mastermind.
Yeah.
And if someone is not ready for the mastermind for whatever reasons, it's not personal, it's just you know how it is, it's just different. So then I will offer them something else, like usually one-on-one coaching to get them to the spot where they can join the mastermind and bring value to the mastermind and benefit from what we do in the mastermind. Right. But if it's too early, then it's not good for them, it's not good for the group. So yeah.
Well, but one way you can qualify someone is during a discovery. I mean, you could have a discovery call, however, whatever you end up exactly naming it, that would have, 3 or 4 specific bullet points, what they're going to get out of the call, even if you don't choose to, make the offer. And you can do a certain amount of pre-qualifying by creating, 3 or 4 questions like what I did and making those required, so that you at least, have a jump start on kind of where they're at as far as being skilled enough to invite to your mastermind. Just thought.
So you would recommend a different discovery call offer specifically with
yes.
Seeing if people would be a great fit for the mastermind.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's a great thing, and I visualize a pretty large potential audience out there, and especially YouTube people, because I mean, YouTube is just blowing up as far as, content marketing. I mean, it has been for years, but so yeah, I think, or I can picture that being a very effective tool for you to grow your mastermind over time. And I can picture it being useful to have a specific call to action, with a offer for let me just make it up here. I can't remember exactly. So it's video content accelerator, however you frame up, here's the name of it. It needs to include a benefit that's probably a little bit more specific than accelerate. And then you have your 3 to 5 bullet points about what the call would do for them. And that way you've got one funnel that's bringing in potentially strong candidates for that mastermind.
Yeah, I have no counter argument. That sounds great. I was always thinking about it in a linear way where, at first I solve someone's problem, get them results, and then afterwards invite them to the mastermind. But there's nothing that speaks against promoting the mastermind directly.
Yes.
I like.
Yeah, and you can do it both ways. I mean, so one avenue for someone in a mastermind is, what you're already doing, but there's probably plenty of people out there, if you frame up, if you construct your offer, as I talked about in this video, that would go, hell yeah, I'm really interested in this. And you're not going to need to help them with something else first. You can have more than one funnel that gets people into your and you can start creating some videos, YouTube videos, and even on your podcast around, driving people straight to that particular discovery call to action.
So for that discovery call, I could either do the video funnel strategy, or even earlier, it could be about camera presence, camera confidence.
Yeah.
What do you think? Which discovery call would have been more enticing to you at a previous stage? If you were considering joining the mastermind, you're at that stage in your business strategy or business growth.
Right.
What would be the most enticing thing I could offer in my discovery call?
So I have a thought. I think it's for people who would be really good candidates to join your mastermind. I think that particular discovery call would be, and you can play around with the words, but a free, however many minutes you think it really takes to get it done, assessment of your current your video content marketing funnel, and recommendations, areas where you can tweak or refine it. So, I mean, part of the assessment would be you can give them a grade, or, you could say, it kind of like in some of the quiz funnels you've seen where you put them in 3 categories, based on the answers to the questions during the assessment, they fall into, let's say, 3 categories. Category 1, they can't find their butt with both hands, or they're completely lost or whatever. And category 2 is, okay, move in the right direction, but maybe they don't yet have the level of skills and understanding that they would be really good in the mastermind, but they could still be good one-on-one clients for you. And then the third category would be, hey, you're really moving in the right direction, but you're at the point where you need you would significantly benefit from some very focused help. And hey, I've got a mastermind, and this is exactly what we do.
Steven, that sounds awesome. So instead of handing over a funnel template or design, I can assess what they're currently doing.
Exactly.
I'm a bit hesitant to give a grade because I don't know. I feel bad grading because, you know,
okay.
We all have reasons to why we're doing things the way we're doing, and then I feel bad if I give like a low grade, and then it looks like I'm valuing them. You know what I?
Yeah, I know, and I was being kind of harsh. I mean, you can it's up to you. That just kind of popped in my head, but I mean, you could frame it up nicely, like, just getting started. And
the stage, yeah, like
so you could do like stage, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and you could tell them a little bit about, hey, people in the mastermind, they're all moving towards stage 4 where they're rocking it.
Steven, that is so cool because I can give an overview, like a nice PDF or video of all the stages and what's the next, depending on what stage you're at. What's the next step?
Exactly.
And then in the assessment call, we will identify which stage you're at.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm getting excited. Thank you, Stephen. That's awesome.
All right, Morris. Well, you have a great rest of your weekend, which for you isn't that much more. And then I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, Stephen. See you Tuesday. And great call today. Bye. Have a nice Sunday.
All right. Bye-bye.